Hi guys, this is Hyunmin Max, aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So as promised, I have the 20 and 0 weekend league tactics that I've been using for the past few weeks. I also have some stuff to share with you as to how you can actually improve your gameplay. So here it goes. So I mean, in order for me to move on, some of the viewers, some of you watching this, you might be new. So this is as shown. Um, yeah, I went 20 and 0. And then also I'm in the elite division, so this tactic is actually tested at the highest level. The highest that I went to is actually close to 1,000 SR skill rating. Usually after I get my wins, I dip. I don't really try to play as high as possible, but I think I'm quite easily. These tactics will definitely work in the upper echelons, whichever you play. So let's go to the tactics itself. So the first thing that I always like to tell you guys is your default tactics, which is this balance tactics, whereby you start the game out with. Very, very important for you to have it set up, because we all know that the servers on EA FC is terrible. When you actually change your tactics, it will take some time to implement. Sometimes if it's laggy, it can take as much as 20 in-game minutes to implement the tactic. So this one is very important if you want to concede kickoff goals, because we all know kickoff goals is definitely a huge thing in this game. So this is the thing that you should set. Balance for your defensive style, 40 width, 39 depth. For your build-up play, you actually want slow build-up, because you want to be a little bit more control at the start of the game as you fill your opponent out. Chance creation will be on balance with 50. Players in the box 2, corners and free kicks will be 2 as well. So for me, this is the one that is really important. For your goalkeepers, come for crosses, sweeper, keeper. For both your fullbacks, stay back while attacking, as well as overlap for both of them. For the center half, stay back while attacking, normal interception, and stick. Now, as I'm doing this video, I realized that I think it's probably better if my webcam is here. And then for both your CDM, stay back while attacking, cover center for both. Those are the two instructions. For your right and left winger, come back on defense, get in behind and get into the box for crosses. For your central striker, stay central, get in behind, as well as come back on defense. Remember to set these. I think this can be the difference. The small margins are the ones whereby you can actually get 1 to 2 extra wins if you take note of all these little things. So the first formation that I'm actually going to talk about is actually the 4-2-3-1. So we'll go from ultra defensive all the way to ultra attacking. Basically, this is how I use my tactics. So when I first start the game out, I'll most definitely switch to 4-2-3-1. And then after that, I will switch to the 4-3-2-1 if I think that I'm actually better than my opponent. And then the 3-5-2 if I need some width, and the 4-2-2 when I actually need a goal. I'll talk more about when to use all these tactics later on in the video. Let's go on to the tactics itself. So for the 4-2-3-1, defensive style balance with 47, depth 39. So build up play, long ball, chance creation will be forward runs. So some of you might say that fast build up might be better for you, but I have tested between the two, fast build up and long ball. I think long ball is still more effective. For players in box is actually 5, corners and free kicks is 3 each. So yeah, you just have to be careful. If you're a little bit scared of counter attacks, right, you can drop the corners to 2. Right, but for me, I'm just gonna attack, because counter attacks in this game are very apparent. Also, before I forget, right, these tactics are both for new gen and old gen. They will work equally well. Right, so for the keeper, come for crosses and sweeper keeper. For both your fullbacks, again, it's the same thing, step back while attacking as well as overlap. For both your CDMs, cut passing lane, cover center, and stay back while attacking. Now, if you are a player who really knows how to play the game, you're really good at doing second man press, you can actually put balance attack for your box-to-box midfielder and then make it more attacking for this formation. For your more defensive midfielder, he can still be on stay back while attacking. This is entirely up to you. I would say that maybe if you are somebody who gets 16 wins and above, you probably can afford to do that if you want to make this formation a little bit more attacking. So for your left and right wingers, just leave it on default. Do not touch anything. For your cam, you should go for stay forward and get into the box for crosses. For your striker, stay central, get in behind, and stay forward. Right, so that is the 4-2-3-1. So I think this formation is fantastic to utilize when you are actually trying to see how good your opponent is. And overall, this is the most balanced formation in the game itself. After you have gauged whether your opponent is better or you're actually better than your opponent, you can actually move on to the other formation. This is also a very good formation to close the game out. Let's say you're leading 1-0, you're at the 70th, 80th minute mark. This is a very good formation to close out because it just gives you that balance in defense that you actually need. Now, the 4-3-2-1, which is possibly the most meta formation in the game itself, other than the 4-2-3-1, a lot of people actually like this. So for balance, for the defensive style, you go for balance. 47 width with 60 depth. Build up play, balance. Chance creation, this time we're going for forward runs to actually spread out the play. Width, we're just going to go for 30, not too high. Again, players in the box, you're going to go for 7 because we need people to run into the box because we are playing with 3 central midfielders. Corners and free kicks will be 2 each. So for the instructions, come for crosses and sweeper keeper. Left back and right back is the same thing. Stay back while attacking and overlap. Your center halves, just leave them as it is. So for this, the most central midfield of the 3, you most definitely want your most defensive midfielder as the one because he's going to be the one that's holding the midfield. Right, so somebody like Tchouaméni will be good. Rodri will be really good as well. Basically, your out and out CDM. Anybody that I think ideally has a medium-high work rate will work really well here. And go for high work rate as well. I don't recommend medium work rate central midfielders. So for your the most defensive CDM, stay back while attacking, stay on edge or box for crosses, as well as cover center. So we have 2 central midfielders. I'll go to your box to box central midfielder. Stay back while attacking, get into the box for crosses and cover center. Right, so this is the box to box midfielder. Your cam, it can be Bobby Charlton, it can be Dan, it can be Foden, right? It can be Griezmann, whoever. This is the most attacking central midfielder out of the 3. Your cam basically in your starting formation. Get forward, get into the box for crosses and cover center. So for this one, you don't really need to have somebody who's really that good at defending. I think the key thing here is he needs to have intelligent enough attacking AI to actually support your front 3. So like I already mentioned, Bobby Charlton will be somebody who's really good. Phil Foden. Then, all these players who have top-notch attacking AI, Griezmann, thoughts that will be coming, all these will work very, very well. Alright, for your left and right forward, get in behind and stay forward. So essentially, what this formation do is when you actually attack, you have 3 attackers that is staying forward. It is really, really ideal also for like counter-attacking as well. Instead of only having 2 players forward, you actually have 3. That's the reason why I say that when you feel like you're actually better than your opponent and your opponent is just sitting back, want to take the game to your opponent, this is a really good formation to use. For your central striker, stay central, get in behind as well as stay forward. That is for your 4-1. So for your 3-5-2, this is the formation that you have to use when you actually really need width, because know that especially if you're playing on new gen, that central midfield area, the AI is so overpowered. You have to keep switching the ball from the left flank to the right flank and vice versa. This will really be the formation that gives you a lot of width. So balance for your defensive style, 55 width with 60 depth, long ball and forward runs for the chance create. Width, you have it at 25, players in box, we're going to keep it at 7. So instructions, goalkeeper, come for cross, sweeper, keeper. For your 3 center halves, just going to leave them on default. So my tip for you is, you have a left back and a right back, correct? So in my case, I have Cafu and Fonzie Davies. Cafu is definitely better defensively compared to Davies, so I have him as one of 3 center halves, and I allow Davies to play as the left wing back. So you should do that as well. Your more offensive fullback, you can put him as a left or right wing back, and then the more defensive one, you can put him as one of 3 center halves. So for the CDMs, cut passing lane, stay back while attacking and cover center. So again, if you are somebody who is elite, you think that you want to take the game to your opponent, you can just leave this on balance attack. Left and right wing back, come back on defense, get in behind and get into the box for crosses. So this Your left and right wing backs will essentially be the ones that will be the outlets for you to actually find width down the wings, especially when a central midfield is very, very congested. This is actually very, very useful. Your cam, stay forward, get into the box for crosses. So for both your central strikers, stay forward, stay central, and get in behind. So again, how this formation works is when you actually counter attack, you have 3 attackers in front. So if you're somebody who likes to do passing, this will be a formation for you to use. Another extra tip that I can give you is out of your 2 center halves, the one that has a higher acceleration speed actually be on the left or the right side. Your central defender will probably be the slowest out of the 2 center backs. That's another tip that I can give. So ultra attacking. This is when I'm chasing the game. I'm 1 goal down. Your 4-2-2. This is actually, I would say that it's a very, very good, well-balanced attacking formation because of that 2 central strikers. We have press after possession loss, 55 width with 71 depth. Pass build up, balance, width will be 40. Players in the box, 7. Corners and free kicks will be 2. So these are the instructions. Come for crosses, sweeper, keeper. Stay back while attacking and overlap. Even though this is the most attacking formation out of all, I still have it on stay back while attacking and overlap because if I need to, I can just use the D-pad. Like attacking fullbacks. You guys don't know what the D-pad is? It's that's right. Just the up arrow and right or go of instruction out. For your CDM, I leave it just stay back while attacking and cover center. We don't actually do the cut passing lanes for this. For your left and right winger, just get into the box for crosses. No comeback on the. This formation is when you're actually a goal down. Your 2 central strikers. So the one that is more, the one that is faster, that has a better attacking AI, somebody like Kylian Mbappe, you want him to be on stay central, stay forward, and get in behind. The one that is, you can, maybe it's your number 10, maybe it's your Bobby Charlton or your Antoine Griezmann, right? The one that is a little bit more of the playmaker kind. Just go stay central and stay forward. So that is how I choose in between the two, because you will have one striker that will continuously make the run in behind, and then you have another striker that will be staying put and then basically getting the ball played to feet so that you can actually build up your attack. So these are the tactics for Team of the Season. I think these tactics will work really, really well as you go into Team of the Season. I've been testing it out ever since the TOTS. So right now, as I'm recording this video, we are in the Bundesliga TOTS. They will be the League 1 drop. So yeah, these tactics will work well for you guys. Just, you know, we are at the stage of the game whereby you really need really meta players, and people are having crazy teams. So need better players, right, in order to play better. So I also do have a video that I have did just before this one talking about how to actually make FC24 fun again. So inside I have some of the tips as to how you can actually get more wins in camps as well as rivals. So do check that video out. There'll be a timestamp below as what I'm actually talking about. It will most definitely help you get extra 2 to I think very easily if you follow what I said in that 5 ways to make FC24 fun again. Check out that video. I'm gonna leave the link up on top. That's all from me. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you guys want to see what's content on the channel, do hit that sub button. And do let me know down in the comment section below after you have used this to actually improve, and do let me know your record as well. Right? Last thing I want to say before I sign off. For this tactics and formation, I get 20-0, right? I don't actually do any lob through balls. I don't do corner kick mechanics, right? Kickoff glitch. I don't do any crosses. So I basically just play. I don't do finish out outside the box. I don't abuse any mechanics, and I've shown that it is still possible to get 20-0 with that. Of course, you have to be a decent player, but your tactics also play a huge role. That will be really, yeah. That's all from me. All right, see you guys around. Take care.